personal finance is 80% mindset and behavior and only 20% tactics.
You can be rich making $40,000 a year, or you can be broke making $100,000 a year. What is it that determines it? Like, what's the key here? And what's the mindset that somebody needs to have to start looking at these numbers from that point of view, as opposed to the solution to my problem is making more money?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for people to remember is if you can't manage $100, you can't manage $1,000. And if you can't manage $1,000, you can't manage $10,000. And if you can't manage 10,000, you can't manage 100,000. It really comes down to understanding the principles behind money management. But more than that, right, more than the tactic is actually understanding the mindset behind money in your financials. The biggest mindset shift I think that people need to make is starting to look at every dollar that they make as a little worker. So if you make $50,000 a year, then you have 50,000 little workers, and you can put those workers to work, right? Most people don't put them to work though. They spend them on things that they think are bringing them short-term joy. They think they are treating themselves when in reality, they are just cheating themselves. What I see time and time again with people is that they believe that they just need to learn the tactic, right? They just need a hot stock tip. They just need the next coolest investment. They just need, whatever. When in reality, what you need to understand is that personal finance is 80% mindset and behavior and only 20% tactics. So if you spend all of your time searching for that other stuff, but not understanding what your goals are, what your values are, how to treat money as a tool, why you're actually doing things, you will forever be stuck. And I think one of the most powerful things to think about is if you're sitting here and, when I said I have $1 million net worth, maybe people are like, oh my God, I'd love to have $1 million. But do you really want 1,000,000 ones in the bank? Or do you want the lifestyle that comes along with it? Do you want the freedom, the happiness, the fulfillment, right? And we need to understand that we need to move through life and use our money as a tool to get us to our ultimate goal, which is, again, typically, freedom, fulfillment, happiness, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people sometimes even struggle with that, like identifying those goals and figuring out what they were going to want to do, right, down the line.
It's a huge one. So we have a 3-month group coaching program. Most people come in thinking that when they get to the investing section, that's going to be like the hardest part for them. When in reality, the hardest part usually is people coming up with their goals, because we go through such a mindset shift in the beginning of the program that when they get to the goals, they realize they don't have to have those traditional goals that society tells everyone they have to have, and they get to choose who they want to be. And this thought and this feeling that they get to actually craft their own life scares a lot of people. And I've had calls with people and they're just like, Nicole, like, if I don't want a house and I don't want to get married, what else is there? Right? And it's like, oh my God, it kind of blows my mind to think that society has had such an impact on people where they don't even feel like they can be individuals anymore, and that they just have to follow this traditional path. And now how many people are stressed out about money because they can't get to the next step, when in reality, they don't even want that step personally.